Hello guys, very good morning. Welcome back to my channel. And today is the 4th of October 2022. In this Forex trading plan, we are going to plan out the currency pairs that we are going to focus, right? So let's take a look at Aussie CAD. Well, right guys, okay, so well, over here what we are going to do is that take a look at Aussie CAD over here. First of all, let's identify the trend. The trend is into the bear, and now what we are looking out for is that today we have a selling mode over here that we are going to retest the support, which we still stands around. We still have about 60 pips to go. I guess that is pretty good, but Aussie CAD has actually fallen since earlier on 2 hours ago, which tested on the resistance over at this point here and then started to retrace downwards. Okay, so it has actually touches once, okay, over here to the support and now retracing upwards. So probably we may need to wait for another resistance, which is a much lower resistance over at this point here. Okay, so the lower one will be here. Right, Sawadee krap, Yaodupa. Yes, I'm feeling better. Thank you so much. Okay, but the vocal wise, I think I need a few more days to recover. Right, so now come back here to Aussie CAD. All right, Aussie CAD, I guess tentatively we may need to wait for a little while before we actually take action. Okay, all right. So so at the moment, I'm going to skip the Aussie CAD for a while. Okay, let's see. Okay, how about Aussie franc? Well, Aussie franc, we are also in the bear, and now today we are also right now in the bear running. Okay, so that actually looks pretty good, as we can see for Aussie franc over here. We are actually now going to looking at this point here. It looks like we are still have some retracement that we may need to have more patience. So tentatively, I'm going to skip this Aussie franc first. Right, for Aussie yen over here. Aussie yen, okay, we are in the bear, but today it's the same thing that we have actually escalated up to test on the resistance. However, for Aussie yen, it looks good because over here, for Aussie yen over here, as we can see, Aussie yen over at this point here, it seems like now it's going to retest the resistance. And after that, we may have a good chance for selling. Alternatively, if there is any lower resistance creating a new cycle of selling, there may be a good chance of selling as well. Well, so Aussie yen, I'm going to put this Aussie yen into my selling list. All right, so we can observe later on. Okay, so that's for Aussie yen. Right, so next to go for Aussie Kiwi. Aussie Kiwi, generally we are still which is the buying is still possible. Really actually coming down for a selling right now. Okay, it's actually it's still in the forming stage. Okay, I would say that tentatively just nice that we can see that over here for Aussie Kiwi, it's actually coming into the selling. Okay, it's actually coming into the selling here. Well, the resistance, as we can see, it was here and it has been tested once, got rejected. So tentatively, it's in the bear, but it's just the beginning. It's only at the beginning of the bear. So at the moment over here, we shall take a look at this point here to see if there is a chance for us to retrace upwards and test on the resistance before we start selling again. Right? So making sure that there is a new cycle of selling before we take action. Okay, because tentatively, as what we can see, the support is also very near, right over here. So at the moment, I would prefer to wait for Aussie Kiwi test on the resistance. Then after that, we will go for selling. Okay. So for Aussie Kiwi, it's still quite okay for selling, but the thing is that the selling over here is not very clear yet because of tested on the support over here and get rejected. So tentatively, by looking at Aussie Kiwi, we have about only 16 pips to go, which is not very promising for this currency pair. Alright, so let's move on. Aussie dollar. So for Aussie dollar over here, the trend here is actually in the bear. We are still running in the bear. Okay, so tentatively, the movement has actually tested on the resistance and now coming back for selling. So for Aussie dollar, It's also quite a good one for selling. However, we need to have a resistance over here. Alright, so at this point here, to let it retest the resistance, the previous support has a resistance before we start selling. So Aussie dollar, this one will looks pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to put this Aussie dollar into my watch list. Okay, next to go, Euro Aussie. Euro Aussie. Well, Euro Aussie, we are now still in bull, so buying is possible. So for buyers, you can take note and you can opt for buying for this. Alright. So next to go, Euro CAD. Euro CAD. Well, Euro CAD, as we can see, we are in the bear, correct? We are in the bear, but after the testing of the support, it has started to U-turn to become a bull. So for Euro CAD over here, as we can see, we still have a very good space for Euro CAD to continue the buying. So buyers can take note, but sellers we have to stay away, right? So at the moment, Euro CAD is still on the buying side. All right, so Euro Yen. Let's take a look at Euro Yen. Well, Euro Yen. Well, today Euro Yen over here. We are still in the bull, so tentatively I'm going to skip Euro here for selling. But buyers can take note for Euro Yen. All right, for next to go, Euro Kiwi. Euro Kiwi. Well, Euro Kiwi over here, we can see the Euro Kiwi are actually very obvious that we are going for a bull. So currently, in this case, this bull is still running. Okay, this bull is still running. So at the moment, this bull is actually still continue the buying. So buyers can take note for Euro Kiwi to buy, but sellers we have to stay away. Alright? Okay. Hi Faisal. Milindo. Nice to see you here. Right. Okay. Pound dollar. Milindo. Yeah, Milindo. Where are you from? I think this is the first time I see you here. Alright. Okay. I will come to pound dollar in a short while. Alright. Okay. So Euro dollar. Euro dollar. Euro dollar over here. We are in the bear. Correct? We are in the bear. So tested once and they actually retraced upwards right now. I would say that this is a retracement. Okay, so I'm still looking out for selling over here, whereby looking out for the resistance. So right now, the euro dollar has escalated up to test on the resistance right now. If euro dollar is not breaking above, okay, then there will be a good chance that it may swing down from the top. So euro dollar, yes, I'm going to put this euro dollar into watch list for selling. Alright, so tentatively, I'm still good with euro dollar for selling. It's just that we need to make sure in the resistance over here in this range here is able to hold down the selling price, and then we will continue the selling later on. Okay, okay. Pound Aussie. Let's take a look at Pound Aussie. Well, Pound Aussie over here. Yes, Pound Aussie right now, we are now coming into from the, let's identify the trend first. The bear has been running very steadily until it has tested once and then rejected very harshly. And right now, looks like we are going into the bull. Okay, but let's check, okay, to confirm whether it is going to the bull. Well, currently the bull is still running very bullish. So tentatively, I would say that let's look out for the resistance up there, okay, before we actually start selling. So for buyers, if you want to buy on this, all right, you have about continue to buy. We still have around 100 days to go. So I guess that's pretty good. Okay, so for buyers, you can take note, but for seller, please stay away. Okay, Pound CAD. Pound CAD. Right, Pound CAD over here. Firstly, we can see the trend is downward trend and hits here, U-turn back here. And again, the bull has taken control, and now the bull is in control, taking the Pound CAD into a newer high compared to this low here. So we can see a higher support is still continuing as on the resistance. Well, at this point here, we can see there's a resistance or over here. Okay, so tentatively, let's see if this hold price. If this able to hold the price, very likely it will have a selling opportunity. For Pound CAD, yes, that's for Pound CAD. But for currently, as we can see, Pound CAD, we are still in bullish run. So we need to wait for this Pound CAD to create a bearish run, then we will start the trading. Okay, so yeah, this is one way that you can give yourself a very sure entry, so that over here we will not be suffering from trend going against you when it breaks above the resistance. Okay, so pound cat, something to take note that we need to wait for it to retest the resistance up here. Check if the resistance able to hold the price before we start selling. Okay, if not, then the buyers will come in. Okay, right. So for pound franc, yes, pound franc. Once again, pound franc, we have a bear running and got rejected, and now it's going for a bull. So same thing, buyers can take note, because over here, as we can see very clearly, the resistance. Okay, let's take a look. Where is the resistance? Well, the resistance is up here. We still have quite a fair bit to go. Right, about 150 pips to go before it starts selling. So tentatively, I would say that currently this price at this moment, buyers in control. Okay, right. Pound yen. Let's take a look at pound yen. Now, pound yen, same thing. Okay, the pound has escalated up. So currently, by looking at this, the pound is actually who is in control of this pound yen. So currently, by looking at this, pound yen should be looking up for this resistance out here. Right, so we are very near to the resistance. So buyers have to stay away, and sellers have to pay attention to that. Okay, take note. Okay, there may be a good chance for selling. Okay, all right. So pound yen. Okay, so pound yen, I'm going to put this into my watch list. Well, for pound kiwi, as for pound kiwi, well, pound kiwi, I guess it's very obvious. From this area here, we are now still in the bull. Okay, so tentatively the bull is in control. However, all right, I would say that the bull is in control where I can see that there is still a lot of space for this pound kiwi to escalate. Okay, so probably we stay away for seller, but buyers can take note. Okay, buyers, you can take note. Pound dollar. Let's take a look at pound dollar. In the bear have been running through. Okay, so the bear, now we have some rejections over here, and it's the same thing. It's quite bullish over at this point here. So tentatively, I would say that all these are a pullback in a very big trend. Okay, considering all this trend here, this may be a pullback. Will there be any improvement of this pound dollar movement? It all depends on the policy. Okay, so as we know, the tax issue, okay, was being released yesterday. Okay, then over at this point, it helps a lot on the pound. That the pound is actually going very bullish. So at this point, but of course, the policy will not push the currency to go bullish all the way forever. Am I right? So there's bound to be a point that there will be a point that we will see there may be some retracing downwards, or actually going back to the bear. Okay, so there may be a lot of issues that a lot of issue that can actually pull the pound back down again. Okay, so whatever it is, okay, we still need to pay attention to the resistance level that we are going to face. Okay, for example, we are now on one resistance over here, right over at this point. So are we going to sell pound dollar? I would suggest that the pound dollar right now we are on the resistance. So at this point here, we want to sell this. If we are going to sell this pound dollar, we are at the resistance. So make sure the resistance able to hold the price downwards to form a downward trend. Okay, then we will start selling for pound dollar. So pound dollar, will it be a good chance for selling right now? Actually, no yet. Okay, not now at the moment. It may be still running to test on the resistance. After that, some pullbacks on the creation of the bear, then we'll observe until the bear has actually started. Then we will start the trade. Well, it may come in the second half of the day, all right, or maybe tomorrow, since if the resistance able to hold. Okay, right. So that's for pound dollar. Alternatively, for buyers, if you are going to buy on the pound dollar, all right, I would suggest that it breaks the resistance. After that, retest the resistance as a support, then we go for a buy. If not, then we will still stay put. Okay, we'll still stay put, not for selling first, right? Okay, so that's for pound dollar. So pound dollar will not be included into my watch list, okay, today, because tentatively it seems it's still going to test on the resistance. And even if after tested the resistance, it starts to swing down, we still need to wait for it to create the bear before we can start selling. Okay. All right. So for dollar CAD, well, dollar CAD in the bull now is actually a pulling back to form a selling. Well, will there be a chance that the selling will come in for now? Dollar CAD, I would say that tentatively we are still on the support. So at the moment, it's not very ideal for me to move on the selling. So I won't be selling at the moment right now. Okay, so at this point, I will still observe until it breaks the support level, retest the support area with a selling opportunity. Yes, then I will start the selling. So dollar CAD have to wait. Okay, dollar CAD we have to wait. Right. Okay, so dobro jutro, Carlo. Nice to see you here. Okay, so yep, and that's for dollar CAD. Dollar CAD. Today we still have some chance of selling. However, just take note. Okay, because right now we are on the support. Okay. So at the moment here, yep, just leave it aside first until it breaks the support. Then we will take a look whether should we start selling. All right. Yes, dollar franc. Well, dollar franc once again, yes, I will be still looking out for a buying trade. Okay, so the pool is in control. So currently, buying is still possible for dollar franc. That's quite straightforward. Okay, dollar yen. Dollar yen. Well, dollar yen, yes, as we can see, dollar is still in control. Okay, the pool is still running. So currently, yes, we are on the resistance. Although we are on the resistance over here. But once we look at this area here, all right, if we are looking at this resistance over here from this level, as you can see, testing, and tested once and retesting again, you know, all these are a sign of a strong dollar that is still trying to break this resistance and to go further up. Okay, so tentatively for dollar yen, okay, I will stay away. But for buyers, you can take note because if we are going to max here, okay, with the highs here, we still have 100 pips for buying. Okay, that's for dollar yen. All right, so next to go, Bitcoin. Well, Bitcoin, yes, Bitcoin over here. Bitcoin, we have tested a few days on the 18,382 over here, and after that, it started to act to go up again. There's like yesterday, I was mentioning that for Bitcoin, 22,800 one of the range, 18,382, that will be the whole big range here. The price will hover around this area for a moment. Okay, so just take note to trade within this area. Okay, if you are going for, if it's bouncing down, we should buy, bouncing up, we should sell. Okay, so that is one for Bitcoin. All right, so tentatively Bitcoin, I'll be looking out for buying at the moment. Okay, today. So but later on, let's wait for later on. Second half, okay, then we will see how the Bitcoin reacts. I think that will give a better directions. For gold trading, yes, for gold trading. Yesterday, I wanted to contact this guy called Carlo. All right, why? Okay, why is that so? Okay, for gold, yesterday, well, we are all looking at this. Carlo was telling us, okay, we are looking at this price 1667 to take out the wick here. Yes, indeed, it has taken out and very nicely continued the buying. All right, so that is fantastic, and still going towards our target here, which is which we are looking at 1729. All right, 1729. So today, for gold, all right, still looking out for in general, I'm looking out for buying. Right, so actually in the 1697 right now at the price here. I'm still looking out for the target of 1729. Okay, so about it should be around there, 1729. Okay, so making sure that it is all right. So let's take a look. So it's around there. Okay, so it's about 1725, 26. Okay, 1725, 26. All right, so it should be here. Okay, so I'm still looking out for a buy for the gold trading. Okay, all right. Okay, so I guess that's about all for today, right? So let's come back here. Okay, what am I going to focus in today for selling in the currency? I'll be looking out for this Hash it out so that everybody can see. Right, we are going for Aussie yen, Aussie dollar, Euro dollar, and pound yen. Right. So these are the 4 currency pairs that we are looking out, focusing to sell. And what we are going to do is that later on in the UK hour, I will be back here in the live trading with all of you. Then we will see if there's any changes from the currency pairs that I pick up, and is there any addition or deletion. Okay, right. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Do remember to smash your like button to show your appreciation for the effort behind the video, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel so that later on in the UK section, the London session, we can trade together, we can discuss the trade together and take profit together too. Alright, thank you so much, guys, and this is Eric Day from ACS Learning Hub. See you again later on.